And I just want to confirm that Matt Gonzalez is my vice presidential running mate, as you requested. And you can compare this gathering and the intense concentration on issues and redirections and horizons with the two major parties. And I hope the press that's here will make note of that and send this message all over the United States, because what we're really talking about here is a drive to bring to people's attention the very rigorously worked out ideas where right down at the grassroots people have got to organize and take control of their daily lives and then raise it to the state, national, international level. There's been a lot of talk about socialism. All kinds of people have different ideas and different definitions of it, but I can tell you one thing. Socialism or any other system does not work from the top down. It lays the seeds of its own demise unless we can encourage people to break their routine, to provide more time in their lives for civic and political pursuits. That's the essential ingredient to direct all these wonderful ideas and solutions, technical and social and economic, to the present and future generations who will inherit the earth. Obviously, I want to thank the other candidates, Brian Moore and Gloria LaRiva and Cynthia McKinney. I have one comment other than to say that it was wonderful how we amplified each other with more and more details, especially the discussion of health insurance. And you can see each one added something to it, like the 80,000 African Americans who die every year, according to the Surgeon General, because of differential treatment in health care, even if they all have equal access to the health care. So, and all that has to be put together in a very compelling way. I've often said the only place where democracy comes before work is in a dictionary. So we really have to go to work, and we have to really start talking about economic and political changes in language, imagery, visualization, and on-the-ground activity that people relate to. If people relate to credit unions, developmental credit unions, where the co-op is owned by the consumers, people who relate to solar energy organizations that are very decentralized from the residents to the community, people who relate to municipally owned public utilities, people who relate to the democratization of credit, people who relate to all these things if these things relate to them in terms of their frustrations and grievances and desires, hopes, and dreams. And when we talk about the American dream, you know my definition of American dream is? Justice for everybody. The great work of human beings on earth. I want to especially thank Peter Camejo, who's been going through some very difficult times. And the more difficult times he gets, the sharper, the more historical, the more analytic, the more motivating he becomes, which should provide some material for some article in the future. He is writing his autobiography, which is going to be a great historical sweep of all his experiences from Argentina to the United States. And thank you very much, Peter, for coming out today. Okay, thank you. And I want to thank Han Soo Kim and Toby Heaps, who worked again and again and again. They've redefined what it means to keep their eye on the goal. I think they slept 2 hours last night. And also to Matt Zawiski and Greg Kafuri, where are you all? Out there, who helped. My nephew, Tarek Milleran, who speak Spanish in Venezuela to such a degree of expertise that they can't even discern that he's a Yankee. And it's trying to save the rainforests that are the size of social indignation, with the facts, with the stamina, and with keeping the eye on the ball. I'm really very much of an empiricist when it comes to social and political theory. I don't like social and political theory that is empirically starved, because that gets people in a lot of trouble. That means they are removed from the people. And so you will see up and down California and around the country quite a redefinition of our political and economic programs in ways that not just use fresh language as befits the 21st century, but also relates to the rhythms and the perceptions and the framework of an aroused public. That is very, very important.